released and reunited.
On the faces of those families who are finally getting back together again.
Hamas marks another release of hostages amid the truce with Israel. Escaping with blizzard climates.
Or we call them snowbird, so the people come from up north.
Heading to the Sunshine State for the winter season. And the world's largest Christmas maze in full force for the holidays.
I think it has the potential to be a real great tradition here in Kansas City.
These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Anthony Cruz.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today is Monday, November 27th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Hitting pause, a temporary stop to the fighting in Gaza this morning as both sides release captives. This morning, tensions in the Middle East are temporarily easing.
The truce between Israel and Hamas will be extended as hostages and prisoners on both sides continue to go home. CNN's John Lawrence has more on the ongoing negotiations.
Thousands of people in an open market in Deir al-Balah on Sunday getting necessities like food and clothing for the first time in weeks.
We were afraid to go out because of the missiles and the airstrikes, but since the first day of the ceasefire, we have been able to go out to buy our needs safely.
During the 4-day truce with the Israeli military, Hamas has released dozens of hostages, and the Palestinian Red Crescent Society says it's delivered around 100 trucks worth of aid to northern Gaza.
Nothing is being taken for granted, but the proof that this is working and worth pursuing further is in every smile and every grateful tear we see on the faces of those families who are finally getting back together again.
In a statement Sunday night, Hamas says it wants, quote, to extend the truce after the 4-day period ends through serious efforts to increase the number of those released from imprisonment as stipulated in the humanitarian ceasefire agreement. Israel's ambassador to the United States, meanwhile, is stressing this is a pause, not a ceasefire.
Israel cannot and will not allow itself to stop pushing against Hamas to remove that threat following October 7th, because we cannot allow ourselves to have Hamas continue to rule Gaza, rearm, regroup, and strike again.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
This morning, U.S. custom officials can boast that they have stopped time in its tracks after seizing a counterfeit of a pricey watch on its way to Palm Beach. It was designed to look exactly like a Richard Mille 88 Smile watch. There are only 50 of these watches in the world, and the market price is nearly $4 million each. Custom officials say the shipment of counterfeit watches and jewelry is not so rare. They confirmed the confiscation of $9,000 worth of fake watches the day right after the fake Richard Mille was spotted.
Flying south, the holidays mark the unofficial beginning of snowbird season in South Florida. Caplin News reporter Jillian Savicruz takes a closer look at this temporary population boom.
As the winter season approaches, snowbirds are trading in snowmen for sandcastles, making the Marco Island and Naples area one of the best Florida destinations.
Snowbirds who come down to escape the cold weather typically stay around 4 to 5 months. These are the high seasons for lots of business owners trying to make a profit.
Our peak season basically starts, I will say, by end of October all the way to the end of April. And that's where we get all the visitor, vacations, transit guests, and we get the repeat guests, or we call them snowbird, where the people come from up north. Usually they start arriving early October and until April.
In nearby Naples alone, the population booms from 22,000 to 300,000 during the wintertime due to the lengthy beaches and sunny weather.
In New Jersey, it gets bitter cold, and I like to come down here and escape that and have some warm weather and get a little tan and warm my bones up. And I hate the snow.
Starting now in November and lasting all the way till April, peak season is upon the island.
Most of them are, they come every year because they own a property here, and they come, they check on their houses. They go back for holiday, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then they're here all the way until Easter or after Easter.
With Marco Island seeing nearly 300 sunny days a year, it makes it an easy pick for travelers to escape the cold. In Marco Island, I'm Jillian Savicruz with Caplin News.
One community is welcoming in tuition-free preschools thanks to a billionaire who recently moved to South Florida. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos announced the new schools Friday in Louisville, Kentucky. Following the Montessori model, these Bezos academies will emphasize hands-on learning and provide various health screenings for 3 to 5-year-olds. The admission process will run by a lottery, but priority will go to students who experience homelessness or are in foster care.
Kid who graduates, who isn't at reading level when they graduate, is the same kid who probably didn't have access to preschool.
While this is one of the first Bezos academies opening in Kentucky, there are other locations in Florida, Texas, Washington, and Hawaii.
SAG-AFTRA members rejoiced this morning as the labor agreement reached with film and television studios after over 100 days on the picket line has officially been released. A chief union negotiator says the deal grants more than $1 billion in new compensation and benefits. Members have until next Tuesday to vote on the contract. If approved, the new agreement will run through June 2026.
Black Friday used to be the Super Bowl for shoppers to kick off the holiday season. But has that changed? Malls across the U.S. aren't seeing the surge they used to, typically the day after Thanksgiving. CNN's Jen Sullivan looks at how Black Friday has changed and whether you can actually score better deals today on Cyber Monday.
The mad discount dash associated with Black Friday appears to be slowing.
Clearly, the month of November has changed really since the pandemic.
More shoppers are looking to score deals online as many consumers gear up for Cyber Monday.
A pretty big shift from the Black Fridays I remember about a decade ago where people would line up early outside the stores. Now people are shopping in their pajamas.
It's not just the convenience of shopping from home that has consumers scaling back on in-store shopping. Many retailers rolled out their discounts much earlier this year to entice people to spend sooner.
It actually started as early October and will go right till Christmas time.
Analysts at Moody's say the lag in lines this year is also due to inflation, higher interest rates. So shoppers are scaling back altogether.
Despite inflation moderating somewhat, the holidays are a pretty expensive season, so people are still going to try and find the best deals that they can.
The deals you see on Cyber Monday are likely not going to be much different than Black Friday. And if you're holding off in hopes of seeing discounts dip further as we get closer to the end of the year, experts say that's unlikely too, because retailers still want profits heading into the year-end quarter. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Instead of a standard Christmas display, one family decides to go with Taylor's version instead.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
I think it has the potential to be a real great tradition here.
A TV actor known for his Modern Family is adding a new twist to the holidays. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
I could really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes?
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Go get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Panthetech in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to a bright Christmas display in the Midwest. With Thanksgiving now behind us, many households are already lighting up for Christmas.
None are doing it quite like the world's largest Christmas maze, though. Reporter Peyton Heedy has more from Kansas City.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. It was an enchanting evening at Legends Field.
It's really fun. I think it's wonderful, and these guys were just like, wow, when we pulled up and drove in.
Hundreds made it out for the debut of the world's largest Christmas light maze.
I love it, and I love it that it's so close to my house.
I think it's really awesome, all the lights and stuff.
I'm really excited for the maze.
It's just beautiful. 4 million Christmas lights here.
Kansas City native Eric Stonestreet helped to kick off the celebration.
It's incredible, and I hope Kansas City comes out and supports it and sees it. I think it has the potential to be a real great tradition here in Kansas City.
3, 2, 1, with the tree lighting, ice skating, Santa visits, and more, they're hopeful this experience will be around for years to come.
I love being home in Kansas City and seeing all my fellow Kansas Cityans, and now this is just something else that we can all look forward to doing around the holiday season.
And this is all going to run through December 31st. You do have to pay to come in. You can get tickets on their website at enchantchristmas.com.
A family in Illinois is celebrating Christmas, Taylor's version. A suburban house dubbed Swiftmas is decked out in everything Taylor related. Amy Scott, the homeowner, says the idea came to her after seeing Taylor Swift's Eras Tour movie. Scott explains that Taylor Swift aligns with the same themes as Christmas, like spreading happiness and joy. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Valentina Gaspari.
And I'm Anthony Cruz. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.